did anybody notice that the Phillies are 500 and have a chance to go over 500 and win the series all in the same thing tonight when they take on the Nationals? Jeremy Hellickson against Gio Gonzalez. Talk some baseball as the surprising Phillies with the worst offense I ever saw take the field tonight. ESPN baseball analyst and insider Jim Bowden here on the Sports Bash 97.3 ESPN. Jim, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
We're good. We're happy that the calendar is going to turn and the Phillies are somewhat relevant. This is a little bit of a surprise to the people here in the Delaware Valley. Are they a surprise around baseball, or is this is the inevitable going to happen to them sooner than later?
Well, they're going to lose 90 games, so it's going to happen. It's nice they had a good first month of April, although I'll argue that you're much better off in this day and age tanking and trying to get the first pick in the country for next June. I think that's probably the better way to get back to first place, sort of like the Cubs and the Astros and the Nationals did. But, look, I think there's a lot of positive things going on in Philadelphia, and I think the fact that you've got three starters, young starters in the rotation that appear to be part of the solution here. And when you get three starting pitchers like that, you're going to win more games than people thought you were going to. Of course, the lineup needs some help, but you got some guys coming in the minor leagues, which is going to help. And it's certainly fun to watch Michael Franco, and I can't wait to see him in San Diego at the All-Star game.
Yeah, well, that would be great to finally get a representative out there. You wrote a piece about how to fix the Astros. That trade the Phillies made with the Astros, Ken Giles, you look back to that trade that the Phillies made. Is that something that you really got to give them a lot of credit for now? Not that people were questioning it at the time, but you had a 27-year-old closer in his prime, which suggested that the Phillies were doing exactly as you said, trying to tank. But did that trade end up being something that has really made them more exciting than they would have been with Giles?
No, it was a great trade. I mean, I think the Astros would love to have Velasquez back after watching two of his last three starts, and the fact that the Astros are struggling in the rotation. I think this is a deal that we're going to look back on in 3 or 4 years, and it may end up being one of the better trades the Phillies have made, because I think Thomas Eshelman still has a chance to be a pitcher that is significant. Mark Appel, he still has time to put things together. So I certainly think the Phillies did a very good job on that deal. And quite frankly, same thing in the Cole Hamels deal. They got a really good return in that deal. So I think in the long term, if we can fast forward 3 years ahead, I think both of those trades, the Hamels and Giles trades, will be very important parts of why the Phillies were able to turn things around.
When you look at this National League landscape and where Philadelphia is, are they ahead of schedule? I mean, do you think this is a team that possibly could compete next year? The Astros lost 101 games. 2 years later, they won a division. Is Philadelphia on a similar path?
I mean, I think they certainly have the potential of being. I mean, I think position player-wise, they've got a little bit of work to do. I think they still have some trades to be made in July. I think the one good thing about the Phillies is when they get close enough, being in the market they are, they will have the resources to add the 2 or 3 pieces like the Chicago Cubs did to be relevant quicker than even the Houston Astros. So I think there's a lot of good things going for them. But again, there's still a lot of work to be done. I mean, you look at this team right now, I can almost guarantee you they're going to finish in 4th place. The Braves will finish in 5th. The Marlins will finish in 3rd. I mean, I don't think that can change. I don't think they have enough to change that. But that being said, I do think this is going to be a very good opportunity, especially when you get to August and September, to promote some of the young kids to put in there with Michael Franco. Maybe J.P. Crawford gets ready at the end of the year. Maybe Williams is ready at the end of the year. So hopefully some more of those pieces will be added. And realistically, I think best case scenario, we're looking at 2018 where they can contend again.
Jim Bowden's with us here. Baseball tonight at 7 o'clock. Yankees and the Rangers presented by Hancock Tire, ESPN Deportes TV for Wednesday night baseball, and then on Sunday, baseball tonight, Sunday night countdown at 7, and then the Yankees and the Red Sox presented by Taco Bell right here on 97.3 ESPN. You look early in the season on that American League side, we talked about the Yankees. They are sitting in last place right now. You talked about the Rangers who made that deal. They're in the middle of the pack here. Which of these two teams are you more surprised by in the first month?
Well, I mean, I think, first of all, I think the Texas Rangers probably are the team to beat right now in the American League West. And when they get Yu Darvish back in a couple of weeks, that will be a difference maker for them. I think the fact that Nomar Mazara has come up and replaced Shin-Soo Choo in such a positive way in right field, and the fact that Rougned Odor is quickly developing into one of the top 3 or 4 second basemen in the American League are huge factors for them. So I think they'll be fine. When I look over at the New York Yankees, the starting pitching has been really bad, and that's a problem for this team. This division is very even. Any team in this division can win it. American League is very mediocre, and I won't be surprised if 87 or 88 wins ends up winning that division. But for the Yankees, they've got to get the starting pitching, and that's where they've struggled. Eovaldi had one really good outing, but that's been it. Luis Severino has had one bad outing after another. CC Sabathia looks like he could be done. So that's really the factor for me for the Yankees. Once they get the starting pitching going again, the Yankees will go on a roll because, remember, they're going to get a Aroldis Chapman back here in a couple of weeks. And when you have Chapman and Betances and Miller, you're only playing a 6-inning game. If your starting pitching give you 5 or 6, the Yankees are going to win a lot of games. But they've got to get the starters fixed. They got to get them going in the right direction, which I think they will in time. They just got off to a slow start.
Jim, where do the Red Sox, who will be on Sunday Night Baseball against the Yankees-Red Sox, where do they fit in the American League mix?
I like the fact that they can score runs. I like the depth that they have. They've got good energy here. When David Price is pitching, they're the best team in that division. Now, the only problem is David Price pitches once every 5th day. So, like the Yankees, they're having problems in their starting rotation. Unlike the Yankees, you really look and wonder if they have enough. Will Clay Buchholz pitch 120 innings or 180 innings? Will you get the good Buchholz or the bad Buchholz? Rick Porcello had a really good outing his last time out. Is he going to turn things around? I just think there's more question than answers, and I think for the Red Sox to be able to get to the postseason, I think that Dave Dombrowski, the president, is going to have to go out and make a trade and acquire a pitcher, whether that be Julio Teheran from the Atlanta Braves, whether that be an Andrew Cashner from the San Diego Padres. I just don't think they're going to be able to win with that starting pitching after Price unless they make a trade and go get one.
That is the Sunday Night Baseball matchup here on 97.3 ESPN. Tonight on ESPN Television, Yankees and the Rangers. Jim Bowden, baseball tonight here on the Sports Bash 97.3 ESPN. And, of course, the baseball season getting ready to turn the calendar. It'll be Hellickson and Gonzalez tonight for Phillies and Nationals. Jim, we appreciate a couple minutes.
Thanks. Appreciate it.